For years, Margot Robbie was known as one of Hollywood's most talented actresses, starring in blockbuster films and delivering performances that captured global attention. But while audiences focused on her success on screen, something much bigger was happening behind the scenes. A quiet move that would eventually give her far more power than most actors ever achieve in their careers. At the height of her rising fame, many expected Margot Robbie to follow the traditional Hollywood path, continue acting in major studio productions, accept leading roles, and build a long list of box office hits. Instead, she made a decision that few people noticed at the time. Rather than depending entirely on studios to control the stories she appeared in, Margot began building her own production company, taking steps to shape not only her roles but also the projects themselves. This move completely changed her position in the industry. Instead of simply waiting for scripts to arrive, she and her team began developing their own films, choosing stories they believed had strong cultural impact and global appeal. It was a strategic shift that transformed her from just another A-list actress into someone with real, decision-making influence behind the camera. What made this decision especially powerful was how quietly it happened. There was no dramatic announcement claiming she was taking control of Hollywood. Instead, the change became visible over time as her name began appearing not only in starring credits, but also as a producer on major projects. This meant she was now helping decide which stories were told, how they were produced, and who would be involved. A level of influence that many actors spend decades trying to achieve. Industry insiders quickly noticed the difference. Margot Robbie was no longer seen only as a performer. She was becoming a creative force capable of launching entire projects. Studios began treating her not just as talent, but as a partner whose involvement could shape the direction of a film from the very beginning. That quiet shift gave her something far more valuable than another blockbuster. Role, long-term career control. Today, Margot Robbie is often described as one of the most powerful figures among modern Hollywood stars, not simply because of her acting success, but because of the control she built quietly over time. While many celebrities focus only on staying visible in the spotlight, her approach showed a different strategy, building influence where audiences don't always look. Because in Hollywood, the biggest power moves aren't always the ones announced in headlines. Sometimes they're the quiet decisions, made behind the scenes that slowly change everything.